Starfield Direct is just around the corner. In fact, we are just a mere 29 days from finally seeing it. So today I want to go over absolutely everything you can expect at the Starfield Direct, but also the Xbox Showcase. First I am going to go over the Xbox stuff and then the Starfield stuff at the end. There will be timestamps in the description so you can all just jump to which parts you want to hear. Please do drop the video a like as it really does help out. Consider subscribing if you're new to the channel and you want to stay up to date on all of the latest Starfield, Elder Scrolls, Fallout, news, leaks, discussions and plenty of other content. I cover it all here, but let's not waste any time and just dive straight into it. Avowed has been one of those games that people have been silently waiting on for basically years now, and we have no idea when it's coming. However, if you watched my recent video on Avowed, you will know that there is a very strong chance that we will see it at this Xbox Showcase, more so than ever in fact, after Phil Spencer, the head of Xbox, just announced that we are going to be seeing a ton of games at this Xbox event that we haven't really seen yet, and the trailer that's playing in this video now is the only footage of Avowed that we've ever seen outside of this one leaked screenshot. Now of course, while it isn't confirmed, there is a very strong and solid chance that we will finally see Avowed in just 29 days, especially with the rumours that the game will release this year, but I actually wouldn't pay any attention to those rumours since Avowed is not going to want to open on the same year as Starfield in my opinion. And that of course brings us to Obsidian's other work in progress, The Outer Worlds 2. The Outer Worlds 2 has been in development for a while now. In fact, it's actually been in development longer than Avowed. They went straight into development time with Outer Worlds 2 almost as soon as the Outer Worlds 1 was released, so there's also a good chance that we may get a little update at this Xbox Showcase, but again we really just don't know. I am just basically guessing for these two games. The rumour is that Avowed will release first before the Outer Worlds 2, so if it's still a couple of years away then the chance of us seeing it are of course very small, but it still could happen, so I just wanted to throw it in here. I do personally believe that Avowed is aiming to release next year. I've had no insider knowledge on that, it's just what I expect, with the Outer Worlds 2 releasing a year or two after. Now Forza is clearly a massive game for Xbox, so we're definitely going to see some more of that, considering that the game is aiming to release this year. But I'm actually not going to go in depth with this since I don't really cover Forza on the channel, and honestly I don't really care about the game. I know most of you will just want me to get to the Starfield stuff as well. Now like I mentioned just a moment ago, Phil Spencer has announced that we are definitely going to see some games at the Xbox Showcase that we haven't seen before. Of course that could still be ones that have been announced and we just haven't seen gameplay of, but there's a very good chance that we're going to see some completely new stuff, or at least one or two new things that will get announced here. A new Xbox exclusive may be on the way. This of course could literally be anything, and we are doing a little bit of guesswork here again, but it wouldn't be all too surprising for us to get a new announcement of the Xbox exclusives coming to Game Pass or something along those lines. Speaking of Game Pass, just a small one here, there is a chance that we could also see a lineup of some already published games coming to Game Pass, but again that is just me doing some guesswork. Now one thing I am almost certainly sure will be announced at this Xbox Showcase is the new Skyrim update. I spoke about this a couple of days ago and that video is doing really well, so thank you for that. But there has been some very strong evidence to suggest that Skyrim is going to be getting a new marketplace update in 2023. See, Skyrim has been getting constant updates on SteamDB, and we've heard from modders that a Creation Club 2.0 has been in the works for a while now. If you want more information on this, you can always check out my video on it, but that is basically the short version of it. There is a very heavy chance that Skyrim will be getting a new marketplace for paid mods at some point this year, so be careful with your mods, and I definitely 100% believe that they are going to show it off at this year's Xbox Showcase. But speaking of updating their older games, the Fallout 4 Next Gen update is still not here, and it was announced a while back to be coming at some point during 2023. So we're all basically just eagerly waiting, and I do believe that the release date could be announced here, but I'm not sure, along with the various fixes that are going to come with this update, maybe even showing off some of the new Creation Club items that they said that they were bringing with the free update. Now I am personally of the opinion that this update will drop around the same time as the Fallout Amazon TV show, likely around the very end of the year maybe, because this way the new update promotes the show and the show promotes the new update, and it just works in great favour to both Bethesda Game Studios and Amazon and their Prime streaming service. I actually even think that some of these new creations may be items or outfits from the show, but I am just speculating there. Again, I do have an entire video on this if you want to check it out. And finally, with all of that rushed over, we are at our main event, Starfield, the game everybody is waiting and turning in for. First things first, we have been told that we will be taken into Bethesda Game Studios, where we will get an inside look at Bethesda and get a few interviews with their development team. This will likely be with people such as Emil and Will. And of course there's maybe going to be one with Todd Howard himself, but I fully expect Todd to be the one walking us through the 30-minute event as he usually would. I think that we'll likely get 15 minutes of talking, looking inside the studio, interviews, etc. and all of that normal good stuff, and 15 minutes of full-blown Starfield gameplay, and I'm personally hoping it's raw, like a longer version of this fight on Crete. I really just want to see some long, uncut footage, and also what better way is there for them to show that they have confidence in the game than showing raw, uncut gameplay for like 10 minutes straight. And look, we've all said it, Xbox and Bethesda need a win, and let's be honest, it all comes down to Starfield right now. So this gameplay needs to blow us away and get us extremely hyped for September, more so than ever before. I am really hoping that we get to see full character creation, much like we did with Fallout 4's big showcase, possibly then leading into showing us exactly how some of the backgrounds and traits work, without of course trying to get into spoilery stuff, and how they will hopefully make every character feel a little unique and a little different. Now I definitely do think that we're going to see a lot of dialogue this time around, since we saw none from our player at the last showcase, but Bethesda seem to be happy showing it off more and more now. But look, I do really think that this is going to be it. This is going to be the big finale, what all of the hype since 2015 has been about. This showcase does really need to blow us away, and I know that that's a lot of pressure on Bethesda, but honestly, I think that they can live up to it, and quite frankly, it's the hole that Microsoft have dug themselves in. We need to see more combat, dialogue choices, spaceship building, spaceship flying, exploring, landscapes, character creation. One thing I am absolutely desperate to see at Starfield Direct, if you're on the Discord you will already know this because I won't shut up about it, is a companion. I don't need to see them all, I just really want to see at least one human companion. Now look, you guys know that I absolutely love my BGS companions, and I am very curious about Starfield's. You all know this. I really want to see at least one human companion, have a little bit of their story revealed to us, but of course not too much. I honestly just want to see how they work, if they still have the like and dislike system, which I hope they do, but just an improved version since it did get annoying at times in Fallout 4. I want to see the little of romance system that's going to be in the game, and honestly beyond that, I really just want to see stores and what trading is like. And I definitely think that we will get a few things confirmed for us. For example, land vehicles. They have been majorly speculated for over a year now, and it does make sense for them to be in the game since planets look absolutely massive, but we've had zero confirmation on any land vehicles or mounts besides a few concept art images that show some rovers. But let's keep in mind that Fallout has cars in every game too, but the only time we've ever been able to drive one was back in Fallout 2, a game not even made by Bethesda. If we don't see land vehicles or at least some mounts at this showcase, then I think that we can all agree that we can safely assume that they aren't going to be in the game. Now another big one that a lot of people have been asking for is to see interiors of our ships some more, and I think Bethesda has definitely heard all of these things that we've been begging for, and they're very likely ready to show it all off. But hey, that is pretty much my thoughts though. I am hyped for Starfield Direct if you can't tell. Let me know in the comments what you're hoping to see at Starfield Direct. You all know that I absolutely love hearing everyone's theories. Thank you for checking the video out. A very big thank you to our channel members. We gained a bunch more recently on our 99p/$1 membership option, and it means the absolute world to me, guys. Really, I cannot thank you enough. I love doing this job, and you guys are fully the reason why. That is going to do it for me today though, so thank you all so much for watching, and I really hope to see you next time. Peace.